Hey everyone, welcome to another JBoz gaming video. This is your host JBoz, and today we're going to talk about assisted damage. A couple things that we need to take a look at are where you can find how you've gotten assisted damage, and then of course how to actually get assisted damage. So let's kind of start a little bit in reverse, and that let me show you where you can see that you have gotten assisted damage. So let's hop into the World War II game mode, and we'll kind of pick out a game that I have a little recent history. We'll just go get a game from there, and we'll talk through a little bit how to see where you can find assisted damage. So here's a pretty recent example of a game that I played where I got some direct damage as well as assisted damage right here. And you can see that I don't know what kind of assisted damage I got, but I can find that out by going to the actual scoreboard. So let's scroll over there. And then on my name, which I happen to be at the top, we'll just select that, and we'll run what's called a performance report. And when we click on the performance report, then what you'll find is kind of, basically what we've done within the battle. And within this detail of the game, you will find assisted damage listed here. It will show not only that I got assisted damage, but out of that 94 assisted damage, I got 18 for tracking, and I got 76 for spotting. So this is the two different types of assisted damage. So if you think about it, you really have kind of two types of damage. There's direct damage, which if we kind of go and look up here, right above is the direct damage I got in the game of 976, and you can see that on the scoreboard. It will reflect your direct damage, and then it will also show you in the last column the assisted damage you got. And that assisted damage will be broken down into two types. One, excuse me, is the tracks, and this is damage you get when you actually track somebody and another person hits that tank while it is tracked. Or if you spot somebody and while that tank is spotted, someone else damages that tank, then you get assisted spotting damage. So that's the two different types of assisted damage, and this is where you can find that information on the or as a part of the post-battle results screen. So now let's take a look at two examples that we have, and let me pull those up for us to take a quick look. The first one is spotting. So here I want to show you that I'm in a light tank and I've spotted someone across the field. Now I pull back behind the hill here, and when I do, look what happened. Somebody hit that tank I spotted, and I got some assisted damage. And so that's how in game you can know that you're getting these assisted damage types. Now, it is very hard to kind of notice this stuff if you're in the middle of the fight. So that's why I tried to show you the post-battle screen, because that's really where you're going to want to look. But you can kind of quickly look up there and see if you got any assisted damage when you spot somebody, and you'll see something like this flash up: damage assist, spotting +6. So, and I think there's another little piece in this clip where I continue. I think I go out and even spot him again, and even have somebody else shoot him, so that I get even more assisted damage here. Give me a second, and I'll pull back around this rock, and I'll spot him up again. Now I think I do get spotted when I pull out here. Let's see. I sure do. I get spotted, and so I back away. But as I back away, notice that someone else hit that tank, right? So another total for my assisted, my damage assist on spotting. So that's an example of actually being able to spot someone on the battlefield, and then also be able to uh, see the results in the battle when you actually score some assisted damage. The other little clip I've got for you is actually when we go to track someone. So in this video, I'm showing how to actually track a tank, and I'm firing at the front. Actually, I'm firing at his tracks, but in general, I try to fire at the front flywheel or directly at the front part of his tracks, or I'll shoot the rear flywheel to try to track him. In this case, I'm going to try to shoot his front tracks if I can. Now he's kind of looking around. He's trying to find me, and as he's trying to find me or any enemy, now you can continue to shoot them. And I happen to be in an auto loader here, so I have 3 shots. So the first one I put in his front track, and then I could take the other 2 shots and put them where I'd like to put them. But since I'm purposely trying to track this individual, I continue to shoot his tracks to hold him. Now, while I'm doing this, if another tank comes along and hits this tank, then that would give me tracking damage. And that's what occurred in the previous match I showed you. Let's go back to that. This one here, if we go back into that battle screen, that's what happened when we were taking a look at, let's see, where's it at here? Performance report, there it is. And let's go down here. We can see that I tracked a tank, and while he was tracked, someone else hit him, which gave me 18 tracking damage, or damage assist tracks. So I got a total of 18 there. So when we refer to combined damage, that includes both the direct damage that you had done with your tank, and also all assisted damage, both tracks and spotting. There's a couple of reasons I point out the different types of assisted damage this way. One, some ops will request that you get spotting damage or assisted damage for spotting, and some might actually have you try to get tracking or tracks assisted damage. And so I want you to understand the distinction between the two, because if you have to do different ops, then you'll know what you need to do as far as completing those ops. Then also, it should be understood that when you are trying to keep an enemy immobilized, you can actually slow down that enemy by tracking them. And though I didn't point it out in the video, I probably can bring it back up here. Yeah, as I'm shooting this individual, you can see that their tracks are being damaged when I fire. So let me kind of rewind this a little bit, and let's take a look. Actually, there's no damage. He has no damage there. So we'll just kind of start here at the beginning. I'll let it run, and you can see as soon as I hit him the first time, I damage his right track. And then I shoot him again, and as soon as I track him, now it's red. Now once it gets repaired, you can see his track repair itself, right? It went from red to orange, so it's still, a damaged track. But now I'm going to hit him again, hopefully when I reload, and I'm going to turn it red. And then, of course, when it repairs, you can see this also changes. You can also see it repair if you're looking at the tank at the same time. But that's how you can immobilize a tank, is using this concept of tracking that tank by shooting at someone's tracks. And the most effective way to do that is to hit the front or rear flywheels. That's the first kind of circular wheel that makes up the track. Don't get me wrong, you can still track people. There's certain spots even along the track. It's just always more reliable, let's put it that way, more reliable to hit the front part of that track, or that front flywheel, or that rear part of the track, or that rear flywheel, in order to be able to track somebody. So that's how we do tracking damage. That's how we get spotting damage, and that's how we keep tanks immobilized in World of Tanks. As always, I appreciate your time. Hopefully, if this helped, hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what we're doing here. That helps the channel grow, and of course, hit the bell if you want to see any notifications of future videos that I do upload. I'll see you on the battlefield, and we'll see you next time.